Found these wrought iron pieces in the garden. Didn't know what they were, and they turned out to be this. They looked a bit like the benches you see at a bus stop. So got a piece of wood and cut that wood into slats so that we could repurpose this bench, making into a bench once again. So what you wanted to use a solid piece of wood, but it was really a little too thick to give in the way that we needed it to. With the wrought iron pieces, there were already prefabbed holes there. We had to match the wood up to those holes and mark where we wanted to drill so that the nuts and the bolts could be fed through once it was in place. You can use a circular hand saw or a table saw, of course, to make the slats the size that you need them to be. Make sure you measure. Then once you have the holes lined up, put the nuts through it, of course, and then the bolts. I'm going to use either a drill or a Phillips head screwdriver to line those up, feed the nut through, the bolt through, and then tighten it up on the back. You're going to repeat that all the way up for the seat, and then for the backing, we use 2 thin strips of that same wood to create kind of a frame for the wrought metal backing that had also been thrown in the garden. So once we did that, then we were able to recreate the back of the seat, as you see there. You may use a solid piece of wood, that would also work. Always measuring and marking the hole. So here you see we've begun to paint, because even though it's treated wood, you want to make sure that you're getting all the nooks and crannies if it's going to be exposed to the weather so that it doesn't warp in time. A piece of metal backing gives it a little bit more stability, as you see there, so that it won't sag in the middle. So this is after the first coat of black paint. I'm going to probably go back and match it with the teal. This is it with the cushions. I think it turned out great. Hope you can do the same.